Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Monster Hunter World Iceborne livestream. Today isn't going to be a real exciting livestream. Mostly what I'm going to be doing is sort of just tinkering around with some strong defensive builds. I would really like to make a build that we call it defensive because we're not really as worried about doing lots of damage, right? So one of the things we've known about for a while is that damage is preferred in a game like Monster Hunter World Iceborne because damage ends the fight faster, it flinches the monster more easily. Excuse me, I got my drink here now, I'm burping. So damage is almost always preferred over high defense, but today we're just going to play around with it because, you know, in order to have well-informed opinions, you always have to experiment. So we're going to be making some builds that really aren't for speedrunning or impressing your girlfriends or your best friend's girlfriends. But we're going to be putting some builds together that explore some of the strongest forms of defense in Monster Hunter World Iceborne. And maybe you guys can watch me do that and talk with me while I do that. I could have done this in private, but I was like, you know what? I'll make a live stream out of it at 7 a.m. in the morning, which is basically the worst time of the day to be live streaming in it. You guys never see me stream at this time either, so nobody is probably going to show up to this. So let's get started. You'll notice I didn't put out a session ID either because I'm not necessarily going to be playing with you guys. But here is the session ID if you want it. We're on the Xbox. The Xbox is my preferred platform to play on, but I need to get back on PlayStation and the PC as well. But I'll be honest, I like Xbox a lot. When the PC catches up, by the way, which it will eventually, PC will probably become my preferred method at that point because it can use the Xbox controller and at the same time I can cheat. Those will probably be the reasons. How's it going, Mary? So there's the session ID for anyone who wants to join. Now the question is, which weapon should I use? Probably. Preferably all 14 weapons. The other day we put together a pretty powerful feeling long shelling build. Let's see, let's take a look at it. Okay, so we were putting this together earlier. Yeah, this is an artillery build on a gun lance, and it was pretty ridiculously good. It didn't feel like you could die very easily. You'll notice health boost is there. You'll notice divine blessing is there. Let's talk about the strongest forms of defense in this game. Definitely health boost and divine blessing. The third one would probably be tool specialist. I would say tool specialist is pretty ridiculous as well. It allows you to receive the mantles, which the mantles tend to be really strong. And particularly the temporal mantle is really strong. Going to farm Safajiva again on PC. TGC, do you celebrate Valentine's Day? Yeah, somewhat, sure. What I did was my wife and I, we had a steak dinner and some champagne. Pretty simple. We had some chocolates. That's about it. Okay, well, let's go ahead and pick a weapon. I tell you what. Great sword, long sword, sword and shield, dual blades, hammer, hunting horn, lance, gun lance, switch axe, charge blade, insect glaive, light bowgun, heavy bowgun, and bow. I know you guys are probably going to loathe that I'm picking this first, but we're going to go with the hammer. I'm a big fan of the hammer, obviously. You guys know that. We're going to play Safajiva's Shatter Crusher, probably. And then I notice it comes with purple sharpness. I don't actually care about the purple sharpness, though. I think what I would like to do, defense boost for intelligent gaming, badass, awesome. What? Let's go ahead and take this off. I know I play a lot of hammer, so you guys are going to be like, I'll play a different weapon. But it is my favorite weapon, and let's get a really, really strong defense build going. Something that could just survive most things. Like, let's say something like Extreme Behemoth was brought into Iceborne, like an Iceborne level of difficulty. What would we use to really defeat him? So definitely Divine Blessings going on. Divine Blessing Secret. I'm trying to remember what you wear. Is it the Golden Loon Coil? Alright, so we have Divine Blessing Secret now. And we can have more armor. Divine Blessing Secret's one. Tool Specialist Secret is another. Let's see what we can get with Tool Specialist Secret. One of the best defensive skills, I'm going to argue, is actually wide range, especially for multiplayer. Wide range with speed eating. All right, we're going to jump down here. Guild work, silver loon. How much defense can we pack into one build? Did I miss Lunastra? I probably missed it. Oh, it's right here. Peak performance and wide range, huh? That's not ideal. I mean, you could run peak performance on a hammer, though, couldn't you? You do need tool specialist. Okay. So let's go ahead and craft this. All right, we're going to run over here. We don't really care about offense. We're switching the roles here in our build design. We're saying, what's the most powerful defense we can throw onto a build? And if we have leftover slots, we'll give that to offense, basically, right? That's what we're saying. I'm sorry, I didn't need to scroll over there. Leon's armor. Where are my Luna? Oh, I wish they would change the UI here. It's so bad. Here it is. Empress Fan Braces. So we call it Empress. Here it is. So here's what we have. We dropped this charm real fast. We don't need this charm. Here's what we have. Health boost, Divine Blessing, Tool Specialist, Secret. That's pretty powerful right there. Oddly enough, with the full defense build, I think that the usefulness of Fortitude basically disappears. So if you're putting together only defensive skills, you will very likely not need Fortify because you're never going to die. Right? You're never going to die. Let's go ahead and set decorations. Drop these real fast. Okay, so obviously we need to finish health boost. I don't think there's any health boost skill. Well, maybe there's a flinch free. Let's see if there's a flinch free, because that would be nice. There is. So there's our flinch free, which will help us with using Big Bang and not being interrupted by our teammates. The next thing I would say is we should finish Divine Blessing and Tool Specialist. Let's go up to Divine Blessing. Where is it? You know, I've decided we should work on this because I feel like one of the things that gets over-covered is high damage builds, and one thing that gets under-covered is builds that would really help players who really struggle with maybe playing at a higher level, or maybe they just prefer to play more casually or more comfortably. People use that term comfort builds. I don't really know if I like that term yet, but it's an okay term. Here's a challenger, peak performance, heroics. I think we'll take heroics. Heroics on the build makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Would you ever reach a point where heroics activates, though? You know what? Heroics is actually not bad, guys. For those of you who didn't know, I know heroics is actually pretty strong because I used to use heroics. Well, I was using heroics on kind of like an invincibility build where your character would be left AFK for a long time. And heroics, I've discovered, actually left behind a really powerful impact. Yeah, heroics keeps you alive longer when you're nearly dead. Here's friendship. So we have wide range 5, Divine Blessing, health boost. We need Tool Specialist. Let's just see what we can get with Tool Specialist. Where do they hide Tool Specialist? Here it is. Flinch, crit boost, handicraft, charger maintenance, power prolonger destroyer, Slugger, Agitator, Flawless, Heroics again. Well, you can get a lot of Heroics into the build. So we're going to take Heroics at least to level 3 because it'll increase your attack power by 5%. I don't know. Should we take it to 3? I mean, at level 2, you get the 5% damage bonus and the defense boost to 50 points. You would get an additional 50 points for one more level, but I don't really feel like that's such a big deal unless you were going to take level 4 Heroics. Because at level 4, you get the 10% damage increase. I'm thinking it over. You know what? Let's remove both of these. I'm thinking about it wrong. I think I'm thinking about it wrong. We're going to go skills. Let's go back to Divine Blessing. We're going to finish Divine Blessing. See, it's funny. It's hard to judge what the strongest defensive skills are because the more skilled you are, the less valuable each defensive skill is. And it becomes valuable in a different way. Where's Divine Blessing again? God damn it. I hate these lists. I gotta say, Iceborne gets like a D- on UI design, because the UI design is very bad. They could easily put this list in alphabetical order, and I would just scroll over to skills that start with the letter D, and I would immediately find Divine Blessing. Instead, they force you to try and memorize this, which is really bad. Your eyes have to travel through this all the time. And it feels like it's shaving years off my eyesight. You know, because when you get real old, your eyes start going bad. Well, if you stare at screens all day, it makes it worse, basically. So it's like, for our sake, for the sake of our eyes, you should make it simpler. Earplugs is actually a temptation. Draw, protect. It all comes down to whether or not we actually build. Here, let's do it. Let's build. Let's go on filter. Let's build Tenderizer. So Tendy 1, Tendy 2, Tendy 3. So now we have Tenderizer, and now Crit Boost is actually useful. That's the thing. That's why you need more defense. I want the highest, most immortal build so I can join a hard fight with the weapon I have no clue about. Oh, that's a good point. I didn't think of that. Maybe people who are not confident with the weapon they're trying out would appreciate these builds. Alright, so we have Divine Blessing 5 and Crit Boost 2 now. We should go ahead and finish Tool Specialist. There's Maintenance 1. We got these 3 giant decoration slots left over. Oh, these are so bad. I'll take Agitator. So we're taking Agitator. I wonder if we should consider Flinch Free, actually. Isn't that funny? What if we took Flinch Free to level 3? I never mess with the level 3 Flinch Free. Did you notice that? So we have Wide Range, Divine Blessing, Tool Specialist, Health Boost, Weakness Exploit 3, Crit Boost 2, a level of Blast Attack, which just comes with one of the armor sets, Agitator 1, Peak Performance 1. We could finish Peak Performance, but the build kind of assumes that you're not that skilled and you're gonna absorb hits. We could take Evade Window, but then, yeah, I don't think you need Evade Window as quite as much either. I want to say Speed Eating is probably a priority here, so let's go to Skills. What will it be called? Will it be called Speed Eating? I bet it's back here with the weird skills. Bow Charge. Yep, it was. Gobbler Expert. Release. Evasion. Gobbler. And Defense. Oh, look, there's the hard defense. Look, we can get the hard defense and bring our defense up. We got 2 of these? We can bring it to level 6. Get that bonus 8% defense. I mean, we really just would not be dying that much, right? But actually, I want the gobbler. Give me the gob. And I'll make every try hard player go ree. They'll be so mad that I take a defense boost. You should never take that. Change equipment. Let's go ahead and throw on handicraft as well. Oh, handicraft only level. Oh, that changes things. Well, hold on. If handicraft only goes up to that level, then there was something I want to change then. Probably this right here. There we go. Handicraft 5. So that will actually be useful here because we don't have Master's Touch. And then with Rocksteady and Temporal Mantle, I should actually care about what goes into these because we have Tool Specialist Secret, which means these actually will probably be active a lot of the time. I would say, what could we really use to help ourselves here? All right, two more levels of Expert can't help. Can't hurt. I mean, so we'll take Expert. Can't help. All right, so Expert will be roughly Expert 3 when we're running our mantles, which will be sometimes. And then let's go ahead and I'm going to use a layered armor. I'm a big fan of the Silver Knight, so all my builds are just going to use Silver Knight. And now I guess we'll use it. We'll give it a test run. I would say I should augment the hammer for health regen. That's one of the changes in Iceborne that's been extremely annoying, is having to gather materials for an augmentation. So let's go ahead and see what we need for the augmentation. Well, I might actually have what I need here. I can do 1 health regen on this hammer and then probably not on the next item. And it just makes me not want to use health regen. We'll go ahead and grab it. I guess that's it. When you move between weapons, you got to de-augment them. Speaking of which, I don't think I have to resave this. It should have saved. All right. Grab these real fast. Okay. Let's join someone's fight. How's it going, by the way, today? How's it going, everyone? How's your morning?
Oh, hi.
I'm going to choose Join Quest. Yeah, I'll help this guy with this. Why not? Let's help Alex. Okay, so today, for those of you who might have just joined the live stream, today we're exploring builds where the priority on the build is not offense, it's defense. These are real tough builds that you should be able to use. Do a little bit of damage, right? But you're also not going to die. You're going to provide, in this case, you're going to provide wide range for the team, which is quite nice. And, you know, at least you're not a liability. And somebody pointed out that they like to use defensive builds on weapons that they're still learning. So maybe there actually is some value in understanding what a good defense looks like. Wellick says, I made it in the session. I know, there shouldn't be anyone in here. Yeah, there's just a few people, so you don't really have any competition. It is just after midnight, so I guess it's technically morning here, says Chelsky man? What? I found out the truth. Dodo is shite. What? She is Peppa Salta. What? Alright, I better head out. Logs says, everyone like the video. Oh, thanks, Logs. By the way, Logs, I shipped your cards out. You were one of the guys who won the energy lotto on my other live stream. My card channel. Really loving that channel. Maybe a little too much. I think Mary's saying Dodogama is trash. I actually never understood the obsession with Dodogama. To me, he was just another monster, just like all of the monsters, right? But I think people like the big goofy chin he has, and so he gathered a bit of a cult following. Let's go ahead and join Alex, so Alex doesn't have to feel so alone. Hi ho, Silver! Yee! Are you kidding me? Come on. You know where to go. Don't be this way. Use evade window on the raging light bowgun, says Beam. It's definitely an interesting thought. Log says, I've watched that video like 4 times. I guess that makes sense. If you won the lotto, it probably is quite a lot of excitement to go back and maybe show off you winning to your friends or something like that, you know? Come on now. It would be fun if Alex knew that he was in my live stream, wouldn't it? Glavenus is really one of those monsters that's a little bit easier to grab onto his tail. So I'm going to use a Demon Powder. You can see it affected Alex back there. We're going to use a Might Seed too. And this is going to raise his and my attack quite a bit. Those two skills, those two consumables together will raise our damage. There's my cat providing some needed healing. Woo! Alright, looks like he grabbed on. Very good. Boop! That was a nice shot, landed right on his head. I think probably my biggest concern about having these defensive builds as a skilled player is you don't need this much defense to survive when you've gotten good enough at the game. And once again, this is really a game that favors high damage, because when you deal high damage, you can like KO a monster faster and make them flinch sooner and all the good stuff, right? Mount them more easily. So there's actually a lot of crowd control payoff to having more damage. Here's another example. Look, we're in white sharpness, but you see if we had built Master's Touch, we would be in purple sharpness, still dealing more damage. So the stacking damage is so effective in this game. Very often we ignore high defense, but you know, let's get a high defense build going. One of the things I liked about the Extreme Behemoth in the base game is he finally made it so that you couldn't just ignore defensive skills. You just couldn't. You had to think about having health boost and divine blessing, maybe like evade window on your build. You had to think about that. Definitely fortify became a big priority when you're fighting somebody like Extreme Behemoth, right? So all of that was true. Whee! Oh, what happened? It made me jump off. He must have been on the tail. He just got KO'd. Koltroth because her female beta set. The only god tier monster is a hip check from a certain fish. So Mary, are you saying I'm trash or the monster? Dodo is trash? I'm fine if you think the monster is trash. People's has options. Colv Laird is Bay. There's Colv Laird. Do you have any tricks on how to obtain the guard up jewel? No, not really. What you can do though is the Uragon armor set is pretty efficient for guard up these days. Oops. Two, three, four, five, six. That's a flinch. He's so wily. Oh no. Oh, he's slayed. Right, so I'm going to take off the temporal mantle, and what you notice is that the rocksteady mantle is already almost back. And this is because of the tool specialist secret skill, which I consider to be right now probably the third most powerful form of defense in the game, is tool specialist secret. So I rank the skills as health boost, then divine blessing secret, then tool specialist secret. Some other skills are really good too though, like evade window for those of you who are already pretty good at dodging, as well as wide range. Wide range is pretty crazy too. So all of those are like my favorite forms of defense in this game. Fortify is really useful. Fortify is ridiculous. Especially if you're playing by yourself. Fortify is so strong, because you can proc it twice at that point. Still have a life left over and not really worry about other people dying. I mean, it's a very, very strong skill for solo play, Fortify. Nobody else is going to die, just you, and you've gotten Fortify twice. It's ridiculous. Who are we after now? We're after Bracky Daddy? Here, I don't want these guys to get mad at me. And we'll grab this Gastodon. Oh, he's running after the other guy. Nope. Come down here. Is Divine Blessing good for defense? Komodova, Divine Blessing is extremely good for defense. Divine Blessing is, again, so I consider health boost to be the most important, followed by Divine Blessing. Is defense boost worth it? Very early on in the game, when you have no decorations, there's a few pieces of armor that will fill up your defense boost very easily, and so in that case, defense boost is not that bad to go for, especially if you're bad at dodging in this game, which a lot of people are when they first get started. But in general, when you get better at the game, you're going to want to look into using the Lunastra armor. I'm sorry, the Gold Raytheon armor set, which comes along much later. At that point, you don't want defense boost. You will go for something like Divine Blessing Secret. And additionally, when you fight Lunastra and unlock her armor set, and again, that's much later on in the game, when you unlock the Lunastra armor set, it's going to give you Tool Specialist Secret. So defense boost, again, it's okay if you're just very bad at dodging and you're able to quickly build it without wasting too much time. But if you wanted really good defense, health boost and fortify together are usually enough for solo play. Oh, my cat's meowing. We need some Brachydios practice, right? Ah, oh, he turned. Oh, this is gonna blow up. Oh, it didn't hit me. Sweet. Fazon says, I haven't bought Iceborne yet. Oh, cool. Well, then you've got a lot of fun game time ahead of you. We're going to get a mount in a second here. This is mounting central for the hammer. You get mounts all day long over here. Mary says, I want my Palico to look like Sylveon. Really? Wow, that used up a lot of... Wow. I can't believe that happened. I don't understand mounting mechanics fully still. I don't understand why he didn't get knocked down sooner. So weird. Any recommended hammer build after Story Iceborne? Yes, so you'll want to go fight Shar Ishvalda, right? Remember, that's the fight you have at the end of the storyline. And you'll want to be sure to break Shar Ishvalda's head so that you can unlock Shar Ishvalda's hammer, which it will be a go-to hammer for you for a long time. And then later on, you'll just want to fight Safajiva to get this Blast Hammer from Safajiva. The Blast Hammer and the Poison Hammer, even the Sleep Hammer, they're all decent. Ooh! Oh, he's still going. Damn. No problem. We'll go ahead and put on this Temporal. I wanted it. That's right. Grab you by the tail. How good is the level 4 defense boost decoration that gives 3 levels of defense boost? So whenever you're trying to make a decision on what skill you should build, like you saw me messing around with the possibility of that skill myself, you're always talking about what is the opportunity cost of taking a particular skill. So yes, you could take defense boost, hard defense boost, right? And that's going to give you 3 levels of defense boost. Man, we got to stop fighting him over there. He's got all his crap over there. I'll just move her. Oh, he's going to sleep. Never mind. We're coming over there. Opportunity cost. There's a cost to... Oh, god damn it. There is a cost to using hard defense boost rather than weakness exploit and crit boost. See what I'm saying? So you have to decide if you actually need all of that extra defense or if it's just kind of you doing overkill. A lot of cases it's overkill. I would say if you're a brand new player, it's not overkill necessarily, but if you aren't a brand new player, it is overkill. You're better off turning those extra slots into damage slots. God, this guy's so annoying to fight. You all know when we get the Raging Brachydios, it's just going to be everyone using sticky ammo, right? Sticky ammo is too OP. Hopefully they have some really great moves for Raging Brachydios that make using sticky ammo quite dangerous against him. That's one of the things we'll be watching carefully when Raging Brachydios comes out. Log says hammer is a good beginner's weapon. It is, although I think that if you want to talk about the #1 best beginner weapon, it's got to be the greatsword. The hammer still does have some complexities to it and some challenge. And just because you can kind of do this, right, doesn't mean that you're actually using it very well. I think with the greatsword, at least, you kind of just push one button combo over and over again. And mostly your timing is all that matters. I mean, you've got the tackle, of course, right? The tackle and all that spacing. I'm not calling the greatsword easy. I'm just saying I think it is easier, though. Alright. One, two, three. Oh, what knocked me over? What? I guess I was the Gajalaka. Well, he didn't roar. I'm surprised. Oh look, both of my mantles are back. I'm not used to that. Alright, we dropped the boulder on him. Ooh, so look at that. That was probably a case where we might have just been saved by the damage reduction. It's pretty cool, right? Let's go ahead and use Temporal. And Temporal is going to make it so that nothing's going to hurt us for a while, and we're just going to get lots of healing off of this guy with our health regen augmentation. See? No damage. Just healing. Look at that. We healed up easily just with health regen. Which is why when you want to talk about defense in this game, you're mostly talking about definitely having health regen on your build. Health regen is so important. How did that not grab him? So dumb. go ahead and put on Rocksteady now. Rocksteady's pretty cool still. You can make a lot of easy mistakes with it, but it still does reduce damage, and it allows your attacks to land through the enemy's attacks, which helps you with healing. Right, because if you're using health regen on a weapon like the hammer, you want to make sure you can keep attacking. Hey, we got a donation. Ursidae. Tarzan. Nah, Tarzan's a simp. Tarzan's busy licking the boots of whatever her name is, the girl. Who's the girl in the Tarzan story? I never remember. Freaking simp Tarzan. Based in red-pilled furious Ray Zhang will kick that man's ass. So there's your answer. Let's update let's update the snack fund. There we go. Sweet. Super sweet. Let's go ahead and grab our... Oh, apparently not. Raider Rider. Do you ram one brace jewel into every hammer build you make? No, I don't. I often like to do that for multiplayer, but it's not even that important for single player. It's mostly just a multiplayer thing. Sounds like a you problem. He making me nervous. I guess I shouldn't be nervous. We got tons of defense, right? Like, look at that. Damage taken reduced. How's he gonna kill us? It's not gonna happen. Look, Temporal Mantle is almost back. It's actually kind of amazing how fast that comes back with Tool Specialist. Bruh! We got one free revive with our cat, so I'm just gonna keep playing aggressive. Because we haven't used our revive. Bruh! Oh, you gotta be kidding me, man. Alright, so this is about to become available. There it goes. Something tells me I probably do not have the other trap. Nope, no trap. Damn it. I used the trap earlier on frickin'... Oh, I used it earlier on him, actually, to get him under the boulders. I'm so dumb. God, don't you hate running out of supplies? I hate running out of supplies. That's okay, we'll kill him. Oh my god. You can always tell which monsters are most difficult because they actually attack a lot. You know what I mean? Their attack rate is always much higher than the easy monsters. Easy monsters don't attack that often. They fly around and they look stupid at you. They can be annoying, but difficult, that's a different question. But like monsters that are actually quite difficult, they'll just keep attacking and attacking and attacking. Come on, man, just grab his tail, will you? Move up to the front of his face here. Don't do it. Bruh. Oh, you know what we should have added to the build, actually? A jump jewel. An airborne. Ouch. Airborne. Actually, I just realized we don't take much use. We don't use wide range a lot, and the reason for this is because our defense is too good. Between Tool Specialist and Divine Blessing Secret, our health bar rarely was at a point where we had to stop and eat. And what that means is, and part of that is because when we had Tool Specialist active, we were just running around healing off of our health regen on our hammer, right? But then also the fact that we had Divine Blessing also means we never really fall down that low in health. So I just realized we're not eating, and since we're not eating anything, we're not really healing anyone. So I think that we should take wide range off of this build. Yeah, wide range is not really doing that much. We actually already mostly have it from the armor, but we have speed eating and we finished wide range. We're going to go ahead and remove that. It's not going to be the key feature. When will you help me on PC, says Matthias. I'm sorry, Matthias. Very soon. That's why it's more beneficial to keep attacking the monster while someone is mounting them, right? What? Is it? So you'll notice the fight was a long 28 minutes. That's the other reason that people like to build for pure attack with a very low defense, is because it's also about being able to kill monsters fast, which is part of the fun, and just get the game done sooner. But of course, if you were to lose twice because of your lack of defense and skill, then you're not really going faster, are you? So a lot of it does come down to player skill, by the way. Yeah. Mary's like, Ball Gobblers 3. You can just stall the mount to help your team attack while the monster is partially immobile. That's right. Not only is he partially immobile, but he doesn't use his best moves while you're mounted. Ray Jang's interesting, though. He's hard to mount, and when you are mounted on him, he runs around really fast, so it's hard to punish him during the mount. Okay. Wide range and Gobbler ended up not being a big deal. We'll take those off. Let's see. I'm going to take off Handicraft Maintenance. The other thing I noticed is that Handicraft was not so important. Yes, we would get several hits of Purple Sharpness, but not enough that I care. So that's coming off as well. So here's what we have now. So Tool Specialist is definitely getting finished. Tool Specialist is good. Wide range is not a priority. So we have these 3 giant decoration slots, and I'm wondering if maybe we could actually build Crit Eye, and we're going to take the attack, of the flight, I mean. Where can I find Airborne, you think? The flight attack, Crit Eye, Release, Constitution, Evasion. We're going to go with Expert. Okay, so we have Flight Expert now, and this is really important for doing ledge hopping because it gives such a large boost to damage. And ledge hopping is already so important for hammers. It's where hammers do really well. So that's for ledge hopping. Very important. And then over here, we could go Crit Eye and just bring our damage up if we wanted to. I felt like we had so much defense. You really don't need more defense. Divine Blessing, Tool Specialist, and Health Boost all together, it's just really good already. So let's go ahead and fill this up with some Crit Eye. Wait, we do want to filter. We want Crit Eye. So here's our Crit Eye decoration. It's a really important one. So here's a good one. And actually, I would say this one's a good one too. We have Slider Expert, and Slider will increase our affinity by 30%. So we will actually be getting probably max affinity at that point. Let me just double check to see if there's anything else. Alternatively, we could go with Friendship, finish that wide range. But again, I found that we weren't really using our heals because we were doing too well staying alive. So let's go with the Slider Expert. So now we have Divine Blessing, Tool Specialist. The Crit Eye actually comes up quite a lot. We have 4 levels of Crit Eye, which is 20% affinity. But when we have the mantles on, it's actually 30%. So we're doing well there. Weakness Exploit should be giving us a full 50% affinity on a weakened spot. So between the two is actually quite good. And then with affinity sliding, when we can use it, we won't use it all the time, but when we can use it, that bonus affinity is actually quite a lot of damage as well. And we have Airborne, so you should be doing your mid-air spinning bludgeon, right? So you should be using mid-air spinning bludgeon with this setup. And, you know, actually, this is a great setup for midair spinning bludgeon because it's kind of a dangerous move to use. When you're in the midair spinning bludgeon, there's a lot of opportunity for the monster to smack you out of the air. You're not going to die from that, though. You've got Divine Blessing Secret. So let's go ahead and we'll save this build now. We've made a tweak to it, right? That's what you do. You design a build and then you test it out and you go, this is what I like, this is what I didn't like. All right, so we don't care about the purple sharpness. We got a ton of white sharpness. It's good enough. Our base affinity is 25 plus 50, which is 75. But then if we get the slider, we get 100% affinity, and of course we got crit boost as well. Let's go ahead and join another quest. Here's a capture the Tigrex quest. Let's go ahead and join that. I've got a Tigrex fight to test your survivability. Sounds good. I think we were the only ones. I think you were the only one with the quest. Oh. Right, I was just joining your quest. Actually, wait a second. Hold on. Wellix, let's go play with randoms. Let's help some randoms out. I don't think you and I need another Tigrex fight. Let's go help some randoms out. I like the idea of going out and helping somebody who's asking for help. You know what I mean? We'll help Great Jafar with the Light from the Abyss. This is an annoying fight. By the way, what are my... We have some bad water and thunder resistance. What we'll do to help with the water and thunder resistance is we'll come over here and we will... Well, no, that wouldn't really help. I was going to say we can eat for elemental resist, but instead we'll go meat bladder. And what we'll do is we'll swap the Rocksteady out with a water. I think the water hinders you more than the thunder, in my opinion. Oh, we have no charm on still. I'm sorry, we were supposed to have this. Let's pick a charm. Agitator, which is not a bad one. Earplugs, which is actually quite interesting to think about. Resentment, Ice Attack, Latent Power, Dragon Attack, Guard, Wide Range, Offensive Guard, Heroics, which is definitely something interesting to think about. Crit Eye, Water Attack, Fire Attack, Guts, Defense Boost. Guts is an interesting skill. Keeps you from dying one time. I don't think it would activate very often. Here's the Defense Boost charm. Blast Attack, Attack Boost, Constitution, Windproof, Part Breaker, Tool Specialist, Weakness Exploit, Peak, Max, Mushroom, Divine Blessing, Sleep Attack, Slugger. There's a Evade window. See, I don't think you need a Evade window when you have such good defense between the two. Here's a Master Mounter and Jump Master. It's actually an interesting thought, isn't it? Oops, what did I do here? There we go. We decided no to the handicraft. I think I'm going to take heroics, actually. Isn't that weird? I'm taking heroics, of all things. And we'll leave it at that. I think that... Oh, right. We need to change our mantles over, though, to the water. That's glider. Waterproof. Waterproof! People underestimate how much bonus defense you're getting from... Oops, hold on. That's different. Here we are. People underestimate all of the bonus defense and offense you get from the Heroics charm. It's actually quite a lot. You get quite a lot of defense and offense. Light bowgun is hyper cringe. GE more like LBGT. Am I right, guys? With my wife. Am I right, guys? My wife beats me. What? I couldn't even read that very well. I made my first heroics build yesterday, says Cursed One. Fayette says, bro, you need crit eye. This affinity hurts my eyes. I mean, that's the thing. You always could build crit eye. You could go for affinity. We're exploring defensive setups. That was the point of this, all right? So we're exploring heroics because heroics is a defensive skill that gets ignored a lot. Do-do-do-do. All right. I'm going to jump up here, obviously. Heroics was popular in Freedom Unite. Yeah, heroics here will give us 10% more damage. It's actually pretty awesome. And then it gives us defense too. which gives us time to, you know, when you pair that with Divine Blessing, that's actually really tough. You're already getting damage reduction when it activates, and then you're getting a second damage reduction. So that's real strong. It's real strong. How's it going, crooks? He's a crook. A lot of familiar faces this morning. Kind of an odd stream time for me. What do you guys think of me streaming at this time? Pretty weird, huh? He says, this is pretty defensive already. More defense won't change it a lot. Yeah, but the point is, see, you're speaking from a point of view where only a certain amount of defense is needed. And I'm not doing that. All we're doing here is exploring defense. That's all we're doing. You've seen my builds for a long time. My builds are basically just health boost with maybe divine protection. But that's not what we're doing today. Today we're fully exploring defensive skills. And that means not worrying about crit eye, and because people get obsessed with having crit eye, and maybe exploring something different, such as heroics. Is he really down here the whole time? Oh my god. I climbed to the top of the map for nothing. Alright, so he started out. Let's go ahead and get the water mantle going. There we go. Take Economist ASS to sleep. It's 7:39 in Missouri. That's right. It's early in Missouri. I haven't gone to bed yet. I think I have an actual problem where I have trouble going to sleep because I'd rather be working. Yeah, I think about it a lot actually, especially lately. Because it, you know, usually it's like, oh yeah, I miss a few hours, big deal, right? But I think it's actually gotten worse over time. I think I do have trouble going to sleep and staying asleep because I think about work constantly. That's all I think about. Oh my god, he's gonna shock me. He says, why no defense boost? I don't think in this case defense boost is better than heroics. That's why, to answer your question. I think heroics is probably a better option for me. KO'd. It's because of our Thunderblight. No problem. Doesn't feel like these guys are dealing a great deal, very much damage to the target. Dude, he is annoying, man. Oh, there we go. We got him out. Smacking him up. Don't do it. These guys never want to 1v1 me in Minecraft. Brr. See, I didn't get to do the finishing attack. You know how disappointing that is? So we're going to get some aerials here. Means we're going to get that big damage boost from the airborne skill. 900 damage. Can we get another? That was about 1,000. Those aerials, man. They're really something else. Man, he needs to be softened so bad. Alright, we're going to get the Temporal Mantle ready. So watch how fast our Waterproof Mantle comes back. You guys keep an eye on the screen on how fast it comes back. It's ridiculous with Tool Specialist. He needs to be thrown into a wall. I need some sort of pods. Here we go. This will work. What is this guy doing? She's shooting sticky ammo with high recoil. Is he nuts? Oh. The other guy almost died. He's KO'd. I'm going to heal him. So we have some... We do actually have some... oh, he's fine. He's going to the next area too, anyways. We do have some wide range, so we can help our teammates a little bit. Life powder or with regular potions. So you know what's interesting with the highly defensive build, you really don't heal as often, so you don't run through your max potions so quickly, do you? If you make a mistake, right? Yeah, when you have kind of a glass cannon build, if you make a mistake, you run through your potions so fast. Would you say longsword? Would you say is the easiest way to get Steamworks fuel before guiding lands? I've no clue, man. I don't really care for the Steamworks. It's maybe one of the least interesting aspects of the game to me. I got no useful tips on guiding lands, not guiding lands, on the Steamworks. With the Steamworks, you want to use it like once per week to pick up your, you know, free mantle or whatever. I don't know why they... Mantle is so confusing. They should have called either the mantle tool is a different thing, or they should have called the mantle as a different... Mantle material should have been called something else. So I hate using that term mantle to describe them, but that's what they are. So look, the temporal mantle is gone, and the water mantle is back. That's how... This is why Tool Specialist is OP, guys, right here. Because you never run without a mantle, thanks to Tool Specialist. Tool Specialist Secret does that, right? So you never run without a mantle, all thanks to Tool Specialist Secret. Most of the time, your mantle is going to be back. You could do that with Health Boost, too. Health Boost will be back all the time. He's too far away. Let's go ahead and get some softens on him. I'm trying to soften him for my teammates who don't seem very keen on softening Namiel themselves. So I'm trying to get some softens in for them. You can see I'm not taking any water damage here because of the water mantle. It's very, very powerful. Not only is it going to reduce the damage, but also it's going to stop me from being water blighted, which is really annoying in this fight. So a simple change of the build where you just take your other equipment can make a build against an elemental monster much easier. You could even run like water and thunder resist mantle together and just always have resistance to one of the elements. But I would say water's the main element he uses. We're definitely going to mount him in a second here. Oops. There we go. So check out my screen. Take a look at my tools, my equipment. You can see while the water mantle is coming back, the other mantle, temporal, is recharging as well. And the temporal mantle is recharging quite quickly, I would say. See, where's the next part of his body to attack? Oop. Jesus. Yeah, you can see temporal mantle is almost back. I ain't scared of you. Now would be the time to flash him. Have you ever played Minecraft on the channel, Gameconomist? Yes, we hosted a Minecraft server for a little while, but we would only get an audience of about, I'm going to say 40 people maybe. So there was never enough people watching to justify really putting a lot of time into Minecraft, but I play quite a lot of Minecraft and I make a lot of very cool things. I made a cathedral basilica when we were playing on the latest server, the one that I was just talking about. I made a cathedral basilica. I should probably go cut the footage out where I showed off the cathedral basilica so you guys can see what it looks like. I keep saying, people have asked me that before, I keep saying I'm going to do that too, and I never do. So almost definitely our slider skill is now activating because we're on a hill. It's not useful skill for all maps, but some maps like this one it's going to be real effective. So look, affinity slide has activated. We're getting a bonus 30% affinity, which means we're basically hitting near 100% affinity. We just fell into blue sharpness, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and try to get our sharpen in. Namiel's mounted, so we're not going to do our best damage, and we're not in a lot of danger. All right, so we got our sharpen in. The water mantle is over, so we brought out temporal, but by the time temporal's over, the water mantle will be back. And this is all because Tool Specialist is so effective at bringing our equipment back. It's like one of the lesser talked about skills in the game that's actually really powerful for casual play. Alright, there's our mount. Not mount. There's our clutch claw. See that dodge? The better you get at actually dodging moves, the less you actually need these kind of things, though. That's the thing. These defensive skills. But it's nice. You know, it's nice not worrying about whether or not you'll lose or not. Whether or not you'll accidentally die. What do you think of the whole Minecraft good, Fortnite bad thing? I have no clue what you're talking about, but I fully agree that Minecraft is good. I played Minecraft for years and have enjoyed it immensely. Fortnite, I played it once or twice, and I thought it was essentially a garbage game. Immediately I thought that, and it was way before it was super popular. I had a few friends that were playing Fortnite. They're like, hey, you gotta check it out, it's free. And I'm like, okay. And I played it, and I thought it was really dumb. I thought it was really dumb, and I didn't want anything to do with it. The whole Battle Royale sort of... I remember that actually came out of Minecraft. The Hunger Game, Minecraft, Battle Royale stuff. And I thought that was dumb too, back when I played Minecraft. I wanted nothing to do with it. But you know, people do, they prefer different genres, different games. You know, there are people out there who enjoy sport games. I will never be playing a sports game ever. There are people who enjoy racer games. I will never be playing racing games. Even the only racer game I've enjoyed in a long time is probably the Double Dash Mario Kart. That was a long time ago. And I have a very limited love of it. So, racing games, the hockey games, or whatever, the sports games, the Battle Royale shooters, they're all stupid to me. It's just how I feel about it, though. And I don't really know why people would compare Minecraft to Fortnite, but Minecraft is clearly better. So eat your heart outs. Hey, mister, what do you think of Fortnite? It's the best, right? It was based on a movie. Oops. The king of comedy has arrived. PC has spoiled me. This game looks weird. Minecraft is revolutionary. It's almost like industrial revolution for gaming industry. Yeah, I fully agree with that. How much did Microsoft pay for it? Like something like 3.4 billion, wasn't it? I can't remember. It was some shocking amount of money. And it was just some game written in Java by a guy who worked for King Games or something like that for a while. Notch. That's absolutely mind-blowing. Definitely one of the greatest successes in video game history. Bruh! Bruh! Doop. Here comes the Big Bang. Oh, what? Dude, I hate it when the snaky head monsters push you around during Big Bang. It's so annoying. Alright, I got him in the end. My teammates must not be doing any damage, because I've been going hard the whole time. There's not a moment where I haven't been smacking the hell out of this guy. Great Jafar has the, he's got the puke hammer, so that's part of the explanation. I don't know about this other guy. I think he has a guard palace weapon or whatever. Come on, you big beastie. Yeah, Fortnite's dumb, dude. I don't know why people like this so much. Is Slugger worth it for hammer builds? In my opinion, it's not. In my very confident opinion, it is not worth it. Oh, here's a dragon pod. You can see once again we've traded mantles over to the temporal mantle. Easy. Boop. Grab this stone real fast. Oops. I'm going to guess he did not hit a wall there. I didn't realize which way he was facing. Any tips on getting specific decorations such as shield? There's no way to get a specific decoration. It's all RNG. In my opinion, the trick is really to just play a lot. Play a lot and you'll get your decorations. Pray to the RNG gods. Took me forever to get my first focus decoration, actually. I never forgot that. Took me like 2,500 hours or something like that. At 2,500 hours, I got my first charger decoration. Ooh, we got 1 life left. Dude, these guys are scaring me, dude. These guys could use my defense build. We got 1 life left? What are these guys running? How do I look up their builds? I can't remember. Let's see. Is Jafar, Itera, and Sky, but they're not going to be... Oh, they are here. Okay. Let's take a look at these builds. He's got the full Bayo set. Earplugs, Ice Attack, Slugger. He's got health boost. How about Sky? Guild Palace Rifle. Oh, no. And Itera. Itera doesn't even have health boost. He's just all over the place. Ooh, that is a bad build, dude. Woo! Alpha says you forgot about just playing on PC and cheating. Ah, yes. Is there a way to get the shield? Yeah, just play PC, bro. Did you try playing on PC? Oh. Wait. Am I going the wrong way? I am. I ran past him. My bad. I wounded it. Oh, please let me mount you. Nope. I like how this guy is also using aerial on his insect glaive. It's like he's trying to prove to us he has no clue what he's doing. He's like, I have a bad insect glaive build and I'm using aerials. Oh, already read that. Took me a few 100 hours to get my 3rd crit boost decoration. Just got my first artillery gem from Guild Alchemy during the festival. 650 hours and probably 75 alone on the greatest Jagras. Is he the greatest, though? That's the question I've always had. Can't remember. There's stones up here, right? Ah, who cares? Oh, no. Come here, you simp. Soften up this arm here. We need this. Whoa!
I am making an attack build based around divine blessing and resentment.
Oh, cool.
Anything I should add?
An attack build, you should add... Oops, I just shot him in the arm. Which was not my intention. Let me take a look at the donation again, real fast. Well, I would say Resentment doesn't really make sense to build except for on a Safajiva build. And Is he gonna throw me off? He does throw me off. That's interesting. Not all monsters are capable of doing that. Oh, cool. He's gonna go rest. Nah, he's gonna run over here now. I don't know if I would build Divine Blessing on a Safajiva armor build. I can tell you I wouldn't build Resentment without Safajiva armor. It doesn't make sense to me. And, anything I should add? Yeah, just all of the regular things you would add for that weapon. I don't really know. Like, there's no unusual synergy between, like, Divine Blessing and Resentment, I would say. Nothing really to call home about, necessarily, to get super excited over. So, you would just add the normal stuff for your weapon. Don't do it. This guy's simping hard, everyone. Ooh, I actually got hit by something. Oh man, Itera scares me, dude. Oh man, Itera's gonna get us killed. Did you see that? I flinched him. Oh, Itera's so gonna get us. Itera's about to lose the match for us. This guy's so bad. he gotta make us lose. After like 30 minutes of work too. Oh man, both of them are. Oh no, it's gonna be KO for these. Oh, good. Dude, why is Great Jafar playing below half health, man? God. So freaking bad, man. Oh, don't mind me, just about to die. They probably don't even know we're on one life, because they probably weren't watching. Oh, you son of a bitch. Look at Great Jafar using his spinning bludgeon on a flying monster. Could throw this guy into the wall if I had any kind of pod. Oh, he's dead. Dude, I was so scared that we were gonna lose earlier. I started throwing those heals out. I was like, frick no, man. Chief Buffalo says, "Hey, mister, heal me while I barely do damage." Hey, mister, what do you do with those code cards? If you show me the code cards, your channel will grow. All you have to do is give me all the code cards and your YouTube's channel will grow so fast. Hey, mister. Here comes Big Death, I know. Does the Safajiva event happen randomly? No, it's scheduled. They schedule for it. It will return during any festival. And then on rotation, they'll be like, all right, Safajiva come in like 2 weeks or something, right? They'll tell you far ahead of time. Usually 3 weeks ahead of time. Another victory, all thanks to the Great Jafar. Panic spam healing. Recovery and Intimidator. Ailment Master. How long have we been at this? An hour and 14 minutes. I think I'm satisfied with the setup. We should pick another weapon. So we have Obviously, sticky ammo is very easy. I don't know if sticky ammo even requires any kind of defensive setup. We have long shelling gun lance, and now we have a sort of Divine Blessing tool specialist setup that we're using currently with the hammer. I wonder what else we could go for. You can see what quests are coming from Capcom's website, says David J. Hoyda. That's right. That is correct. I think one of the things I would like to explore is Valhazak weapons. Not weapons, I'm sorry, armor. Let me just make sure that this is correct before I get rid of it. Excuse me. Looks like I saved it with waterproof mantle, and I didn't intend to do that. Alright, now it has Rocksteady again. I think I'd definitely like to see what a Safajiva not Safajiva, god, I'm getting a little tired. What a Valhazak armor setup can do. Take a quick look at what kind of armor pieces we can build from that set. Here we go, Black Veil Hazak. The head gives you peek. There's recovery speed. There's recovery up. Speed eating, which doesn't really make sense having speed eating if you're trying for a super recovery build. And effluvia resist, which also doesn't make sense. So that's why I built these pieces, because they make the most sense. So you have the helmet for peek. The chest for recovery speed. Dragon attack is kind of annoying that's on there. Yeah, recovery speed, the chest is going to be a critical part of the build. I think the chest and the arms are where you want to go. Peek is a damage skill, and peek requires you to have full health. So one of the problems I don't like about peak performance is when your health is full, super recovery is not doing anything for you. So ironically, you think that super recovery and peak performance pair well together. They actually don't. They don't pair well together. Yeah, when your health is full and peak performance is active, super recovery is laying dormant. So if you're really skilled and therefore using peak performance, you really don't need super recovery. But if you were unskilled enough that super recovery was going to heal you a lot, peak performance will never be active. So yeah, it's a skill I don't like on the set. But these two are going to be the pieces we go after. We're going to go for the chest and the arms. Kieran, silver, golden. Felshroud. Here it is, Felshroud, and then here it is, Felshroud braces. And I guess we wouldn't need these, would we? So we could go with something entirely different for the legs that we are currently not taking. Stamina Surge, Crit Draw, Weakness Exploit, Part Breaker, Free Element, Weakness Exploit. It's definitely a thought. Spurs, Leon's legs, Claire's legs. There's heroics. Speed eating, focus. Did I miss something? These must be the Garuga Greaves up here. Garuga Greaves are so hard to beat, guys. Garuga Greaves are ridiculous. What are you doing over here, kitty? My cat's so weird. What are you chewing on? She just chews on things. So Golden Loon Helm and the Golden Loon Coil are giving us Divine Blessing Secret. Felshroud Mail and Felshroud Braces are giving us Super Health Recovery. And now let's get rid of the Grit Charm. let's start working on this. Bold of you to assume I'm skilled, says Logs. Alright. Well, oh, you know what? We haven't picked a weapon either. Let's change equipment. So we have the super recovery skill. We're going to be building that, and I feel like super recovery is great for weapons that are strong at recovering health. So greatsword is actually a very big candidate here. Just grab one for a second. But let's see what else we might choose. Alright, because I can tell you already, greatsword is going to pair very well with super recovery, not super recovery, but recovery up. There we go. Yeah, it's going to pair very well with recovery up. The bow won't. Heavy bowgun will. Yeah, heavy bowgun will. Light bowgun, not as much. Insight glaive, charge blade. Well, savage axe won't. Switch axe will do okay. So switch axe would be fine with this. Gun lance. Yeah, gun lance would work with recovery up for sure. But we already have a gun lance build. I'm probably not going to be using lance until they buff lance. Hunting horn is a candidate. Let me think about it for a second. Yeah, hunting horn is an interesting prospect. Hammer is actually legit for this one as well. Dual blade, sword and shield, longsword is actually a pretty strong choice as well. And finally, greatsword. All things point back to greatsword. Let's grab the Safajiva Shatter Splitter and find out that we can't augment it. Actually, here, let's find a weapon that has been augmented and remove the augmentation. Oh, we already have health regen on Shatter Splitter. Never mind, we're good. So focus is going to be something that we do want on the build. Focus, weakness, exploit, and crit boost are all going to be important. What do we have for our... We have big white sharpness. We got 2 small... I'm just looking at everything real fast. Let's start with working on health boost. We're going to finish health boost no matter what. Brace, charger. There we go. There's charger. So we got 1 level of focus right there. Recovery up. Do we have focus for recovery up? Yep. So we got 1 level of focus there. And then we want recovery speed as well. Nothing interesting for the recovery speed. So the recovery speed is going to be filled with one of these small decoration slots. Okay, so now we have health boost, recovery up, recovery speed. We do have health regen on the greatsword as well. All those are going to give you a lot of your health back, basically. The next thing I would say is you wouldn't think to put this on your build, but we are, and it's going to be the shield decoration. So the greatsword can actually guard, not just tackle, but actually guard. And for new players, that's actually kind of nice to have. So, well, you know what? For me, it doesn't matter, though. I'm going to remove it. It's just going to be a tip. You can do that if you want to as a new player, but I really don't need that. There's not even close. Who needs that? Oh, some of the music started. Hold on, let me change my music back. I got some background music playing for myself. I don't even know if you guys can hear it. I could play myself on the television. I didn't know I could do that. It's going to be weakness exploit here. This is going to be weakness exploit, and this is going to be weakness exploit as well. And then I'd say crit boost is pretty important. Weakness exploit crit boost gives you a lot of your defense. Gonna look up skills. We're going to go to crit boost. So here's divine protection 4 and divine protection 5. So now we have divine blessing 5, health boost, recovery up, recovery speed, super recovery, crit boost, weakness exploit, focus. The last thing I'd say we'd probably work on is crit eye, probably. Yeah, let's go for crit eye. There it is. There's crit eye. crit eye's nearly full, actually. Look at that. Where are we getting our levels of crit from? The Garuga Greaves? We must be getting them from Garuga Greaves. That's terrific. Let's take this decoration slot over here and just top it off. Alright, so we have Crit Eye, Crit Boost, Weakness Exploit, Focus. Those are actually all the usual damage skills. What we don't have is Handicraft, we don't have Master's Touch, we don't have Agitator, we don't have the Safijiva set bonus skill, we don't have, Resentment with that. So even though this looks like, oh man, this is good for damage, there's all kinds of meta skills out there for damage that we're not actually using. So we have room for a little more. The question is, what would you build if you had room for a little more? Well, I suppose you could put anything you wanted in these two leftover giant decoration slots. Block is surprisingly good even without any decorations, just completely destroys your sharpness when you use it. It's true. Yeah, it's true. See if we can find guard. There's guard up. No, I don't actually like guard on the greatsword. There's all of these resistances you can build for a specific fight. So like here's anti-blast, paralyzer, sleep, artillery, sonars, challenger, potential, hungerless, friendship. Here's friendship, specimen, botany, survival, mire walker. I'm sure we'll think of something. Brace protection, crit draw, free element, focus, power prolonger, slugger. I mean, we could go for the airborne skill again. Earplugs, windproof. Here's coalescence recovery up. That's interesting. Nah, it doesn't make sense. Here's flight attack. Evade extender. We got these giant decoration slots left over, and I don't know what I want to build. Drain handicraft. Alright. So we're supposed to be building defense. I'm just thinking. Let's put a hard fire resistance decoration in, and then let's put a steadfast decoration in. Okay? So you could have an elemental resist of your choice, and steadfast will just be a permanent part of the build, and then you would just change over to whatever makes more sense later. And down here we can have... Oh, right, so we don't actually have the tool specialist secret. So these would be temporary. We could have tool specialist. This would just make it so no matter which one you're wearing, while you're wearing it, your other mantle comes back a little faster. I don't know if that's that useful, though. It's a skill that, I don't know, very limited use in this case. Alright, but we're making progress to a point where we can go take this and test it out. Alright. Button spam is the only way to supremacy. That's right. Supremacy. Alright, let's go ahead and choose... oh, wait. We're done talking with him. We're going to go get into a fight. Guess we could have done heroics or something, right? A lot of people have trouble with this one. Let's go help this guy. Dopeman. We're going to help Dopeman with the Blizzard Blitz. Temporal Mantle would just go away quicker AF anyways. There doesn't appear to be any RNG in Awakening Safajiva weapons. I have closed at 4 times, went up to 40 potential and not 1 Teostra technique. Oh, that sucks, man. Let's go ahead and have a meal real fast. Slugger, that would be nice for a hammer. Let's go ahead and get ready to depart. Stand by for departure. Schmuck says, the first time I fought Bariath was effort after a year of not touching Monster Hunter World on a longsword. Oh, we got Matt. I wonder if something's wrong. It's actually taking a long time to load this. Gary says, what's the benefit of doing the recon for Safajiva? Is there a benefit? I don't think there's a benefit to it. Sir J2 the K says, you can save Scum Safajiva Awakening rolls. Just save before you roll, and if you don't get what you like, hard close the game and restart. Really? How's it going, Buck MH? Nice to see you here, man. Elomai says console loading time is like waiting a year. That's right. Jesus, console load times are insane. Yeah, I wonder if there could be like a network issue in this case, because that was unusually long, that one. We'll grab this real fast. Dope Man fainted. There's only 1 life left, everyone. How's it going, Angus Chen? Early morning Sunday stream. Should have called it church stream. What's your least favorite monster? Mine is Brachydios. Brachydios is definitely a more difficult fight because of his constant attack and his slimes. My least favorite, huh? All the flying monsters, probably. So I would say Kushala Daora, Azure Rathalos, and Shrieking Legiana. It's kind of a 3-way tie between the 3 of them. Whichever ones I'm forced to fight. That's caused by the host having bad internet, says Welexkiba. Yeah, that felt kind of like a network issue. Can 2 guards on the heavy bowgun guard majority of the attacks? Yeah, I would say so. Level 2 guard. When I use a shield on my heavy bowgun, I often don't even bother with the level of guard, because most of the time I can just roll through the attack, and the guard is more like insurance if I mess up. Oh, of course he would turn and not actually be knocked into the wall there. Oh, he's not made much progress. This guy has his fangs. Doesn't look like any of his body parts have been broken. Oh. Oh. He jumped. Oh, he just attacked it, so we don't need to do that. Is he tired? He must be exhausted or something. No, dude. I'm gonna go for the tail, even though it's not. Whoa, we hit the. I think we hit the wingtip of the left arm there. Oh man, Greatsword's so good. Greatsword with recovery up, health regen, and rock steady. What? So there's one life left. We got to be careful. We don't want anyone to die. We'll keep an eye on them. Oh my god. Ah. I keep hoping he'll like jump into it. Okay, let's get the wings softened since we have our temporal mantle on. Ooh, Neko's gonna die. Don't do it, Neko! Ah. How's Neko not out of his stun? You gotta wiggle that joystick. Can we get one more? I don't know if that helps. Okay, so Temporal's dead. Well, I don't even feel like it's possible for me to die. This feels really tanky. He's getting thrown into a wall. Nice job. Woo! I tried so hard to attack with that, but I just didn't have the opportunity to tackle in time. Ah. I'm tremor. This game. Oh, nice. Is he gonna roar? Bruh! Father, please stop taking away my voice. This is gamer oppression. Obama gaming, you know, I don't like to mute people at all, actually. It bothers me when people don't get to, like, share and talk and be sociable in the chat, but there also has to be some decency in the chat. There's only so much you can say that's allowed. I don't know how to describe it. It's like a level of autism that's acceptable. Let me say this. I'm always open to like freedom of thought when it comes to things, but not just people acting like they're immature. Does that make sense? So you gotta be careful. You can't just be immature. I don't want 12-year-olds coming in here and saying, "Oh hey, I got this," you know, trying to make a joke out of like, I don't know, like rape or something. It's actually, it's not like it offends me. Maybe it makes me cringe. Does that make sense? If you're making me cringe, you're probably going to get muted pretty fast. So don't make me cringe. Watch him mute me for the 4th time for being annoying as hell. Well, here you go. Alright, we'll come out over here. Yeah, so for those of you who didn't know, when it comes to muting people on a YouTube channel, it's very easy. You just push one button, and that's it. Well, you push one button and then a second button. It's 2 button pushes. So muting's always very easy. And that's about it. But I don't like to mute people. I really don't. I'm the same way in the Discord. I don't like to over-moderate. I think over-moderating spoils a lot of fun. It doesn't give people a chance to kind of grow, especially if they're having troubles, like being social with each other, and maybe they don't understand, you know, how to be nice and get along with the group. So I don't like to over-moderate, because I like people to kind of learn, oh man, I shouldn't have done that, on their own, and with their experiences with others. I also like, when it comes to moderation, I like the use of having people block each other. Like, just block the person you don't like. You know what I mean? So that's how I feel about those kind of issues. But some people, you can just kind of tell they're kind of, maybe they're too far. They're, I would call them trolls, or maybe just very socially unintelligent, and they're not about to change anytime soon. Right. Cursed One says, make me mod, TCG. I could. I've had to take away a mod role before recently. Being a moderator especially means being very mature, but also you have to be smart enough to be moderator to kind of make a well thought out decision on an issue that might require moderation. Schmug says, I mean, it's not hard to just not be edgy. Yeah, I think everyone tries to get, some humor in, some, maybe they like to kind of walk on that line of edginess versus offensiveness. And the truth is, it's actually very hard to offend me. I'm not somebody who offends easily. Inside of my mind, I'm a very offensive person almost all the time. However, if you make me cringe, that's different. If I go, oh, come on, man, that's not even that smart. Usually you're making me cringe if you're being kind of like a 12-year-old. Oh, and he died. Oh, that's too bad. It's too bad. So for me, having an environment where maybe like adults don't mind hanging out is actually very important. And this means you can say things that aren't woke. You can say things that maybe are even offensive to others. You cannot be like a 12-year-old. 12-year-olds will get booted real fast. Just like that. I feel like Greatsword needs more from David J. Hoyda. He says, this is for your Pokemon card fund to heal your broken heart after your wife left you on Friday for the whole day, no less. It is Valentine's Day and my wife has left me to go to work. Thank you, David. I will be sure to apply that towards some Pokemon cards. Let's update the snack fund. Oh my god. Did you know I actually lost subscribers from that video? There were actually a lot of people who were offended. I had people saying that I was like ragging on incels or something like that, and it was interesting. It's interesting to get those responses because yeah, I don't know. It's something I don't relate to it very much, I guess. So I didn't really cross my mind that I could really offend people with some of the things. And then some people just didn't understand the joke. That's another thing. So the joke, it just goes right over their head, and they're like, "Wow, I can't believe you spend all of her money. That's really bad of you, man. You got to get help." And sometimes I think that those are people, maybe English is a second language for them, so it doesn't translate as well. Like they don't understand it so well because it doesn't translate. Julian says, so early. Well, we're about to wrap up too. So yes, it is an early morning stream. We're about an hour and 45 minutes in. Just got up for work. Ah, that sucks, man. You should just go back to sleep. Davis says, I was dying during that video. It was worth it. Best dark humor video I've seen in a long time. People are too sensitive at this time. Yeah, people get pretty sensitive, I'd say. It's because we all get to live in our homes and just play video games. We don't actually have to have anything difficult in our lives, and so everything's just very we're very delicate because of this. You had me in the first minute, but it was a nice joke video, says Hermes. Gotta stay away and not get involved with Twitch thoughts. THOUGHTS. What he means is Twitch thinking. How's it going, Cursed Ones? He says, fun times. Thanks for the morning stream. No problem. Thank you guys for being here. I'm very... I realize I'm very lucky to have you guys as an audience. Do you think the tenderize skill is a trap? I don't really like the phrase a trap. Nothing in this game is really a trap. What you mean to ask me is the tenderize skill meta still? And I would say it is, but it depends on... It does depend on your build, yeah. It depends on your weapon. It depends on which armor set you brought with you. So it's not as simple as saying, oh, this is bad, this is good. Let's run this way. Does Monster Hunter World will be able to play on the PlayStation 5? Ooh, that's a great question, actually. You're talking about backwards compatibility, and I don't think PlayStation always does backwards compatibility. he going over here? Ooh. Alright, I don't think he knows where he's going. Let's call our... Let's call our Raider Rider. Peter says Lance setup since we are doing defensive builds. No, I probably won't be touching Lance for a long time. Lance is going to be on the list of do not play. Lance has been on the list of do not play for a while, and I tested it that other day and I really didn't like what I experienced. And then we saw on the speedrunners tier list that it's the slowest weapon in the game. Maybe if the Lance was, yeah, I don't know. So we'll give it a break for now. I think one of the things that would get the Lance fixed sooner is if everyone dramatically stopped playing it at the same time, which I suspect is pretty much already the case. I suspect that people are not playing the Lance either way. But, you know, if Capcom sees plenty of people playing the Lance, they're going to go, you know, people like it. I would like everyone to kind of take a break from it for a while, and Capcom will have to address it. Wellick says, I just got 5 charger decorations from one tempered Ebony Yoda Garen. Man, that's crazy. What the hell? Oh, is he flying away? He is flying away. Sweet. That's cool. Wow, I'm so bad at this. Please go into the wall. Ah, that's a sin. Damn it. Why is it so hard to grab on with the damn clutch claw? Alright, the tail's been softened. He needs to be thrown into a wall. I think there's still time to do it. I feel a little bad recently changing from hunting horn to light bowgun for support. Yeah, light bowgun is surprisingly good support. Come on. Oh, come on, dude. Let's grab this real fast. Oh, come on. Woo! 580 is not that much, though. Oh, man, we were so lucky to be under his foot there. Nice. Darn. There's that damage taken reduced, and you can see super recovery is actually bringing our health back up too. So the combination of divine blessing and super recovery is actually not bad for defense. Turf war. It's a good time for a turf war. I'm KO'd. Did you see the video glitch? Alright, so the only problem I have now is now we're going to be dealing with freaking... Really, the bird? Come on, man. Not the bird, too. That's just wrong. What? David Hoyda, he says, if the Pokemon cards don't heal your heart, just buy a few more cookie toads. Oh, man. Yeah, I was buying those cookie toads. Oh, I should have drew my weapon. I didn't. Just buy a few more cookie toads, he says. Gotta DoorDash some cookie totes in. I just wanted like 3 cookies, and they're like, nah, we only sell the cookie tote, and it's like 14 cookies. What the? So they're trying to make you fat. And it's like $4 too. Like 13 cookies, $4. God, no wonder everyone's out of shape. Oh, actually did hit him. Sweet. Thank you for the donation, David. That's very kind. Just thinking about it again. Hey, Derek, will you be streaming on the other channel after this? Oh, I didn't think of that. I suppose we could if you guys really wanted to. I was just going to hop off and take a break. It's the beginning of Sunday. I haven't slept yet. But yeah, there's potential for that. Would you guys want a card stream right after this? A Pokemon card stream? When you gonna have your Pokemans? I guess people are so used to having the card stream right afterwards. Ah, man. Did we really just chase him out of the falling boulder area? We got a boulder that still needs to be dropped. Yeah, we did. We could have been dropping boulders on him and not fighting Bazilgues at the same time, but instead, I say we fight them. Alright. So that happened. Nice. Why won't his damn tail cut off? You can take a break if you want. That's up to you. I'm just asking. If you need a break, then take a break. I should be like, nah, I'm too strong. Who needs a break? Oh. Knockdown after knockdown after knockdown. Oh, nice. Isn't it great when you don't expect to land a hit with your greatsword and you do, and then it does like a ton of damage? Oh, really? Oh, my mantle just died just then. Oh, I got knocked off because I was hanging over the lava. Isn't that dumb how that works? Dude, hold still for like 2 seconds. Oh my god. That totally would happen, wouldn't it? Bruh! We need a mount, man. Bruh! What's this? A Monster Hunter stream? Feel like forever since the last one. Yeah, that's true. I haven't been doing as many Monster Hunter streams. How far does this move reach, by the way? Oh, not that far. Come over here, bitch. Oh, here we go. My teammates don't want me to ledge hop. I can feel it. Rah. Why do my teammates just want to be so split up? It's like they don't even know the secret. Bruh. Dude, this defense actually is really good. Super Recovery and Divine Blessing. Feeling great, actually. I don't even think I needed the Tool Specialist at this point. Like, what is there to heal? What is there to, because, you know, Rocksteady and Evade Temporal Mantle, there's no need for them. Bruh. Bruh. Oh, yes. You bitch. Oh, I should stay on. Where are my boys at? Oh, Brachydios is here. Come on, beat up on him. Where are my teammates? Oh my god, why even have teammates? It makes no sense. Why even have teammates? It makes actually almost no sense. Oh my god! Let's grab this crystal burst. Alright. Hugh Jelly Beans says, how's it going, Dad? How's it going, Hugh Jelly Beans? Bruh. Oh shoot. I didn't expect him to turn around like that. Oh, he's ready to be thrown into a wall again. Oh my god. Dude, I don't think these teammates do any work at all. I think these are the we don't do any work at all teammates. Kind of teammates. I think these are the teammates where if you were to ask them how much damage do you do, they would say about 2 damage. Oh, well, no wall bounce when he hits that wall. It's weird. I wonder how you, like, how do you know where you can wall smack him? Oh, I almost ran into those. Dude, I'm so tired that he does that twice. That move's so cool. Alright, I will soften the tail. Oh look, he sent his little what do they call that? Vigor Wasp. There we go. He sent his little Vigor Wasp out. Big damage, boys. Get ready. He about to do the big damage that we've all been waiting for. Ooh, I need pods so bad right now. This is a pod opportunity. I'm gonna get thrown off. I need pods and a temporal mantle. You kidding me? He turns away just then? Oh no, dude. Okay, so Basil Poop is super mad now. I'm dead. Oh, and I got them. Woo! Oh. Did Bracadillo skedaddle? He did. He skedaddled. I need like a teammate from the live stream chat to come help. These guys aren't doing anything, I'm pretty sure. I don't think these teammates do any damage at all. Alright. Where's my Raider Rider? There he is. Dad left for a smoke. Oops. That's Devil Joe. Sorry, no crossplay yet, says Willy Wonker. No crossplay yet. What do you guys think we actually get crossplay? What do you think the odds of that actually are? Oh man, I'm so grabbing this. That's that boulder we never dropped because my other teammates weren't clever enough to keep him down here. They're like, nah, let's fight up by the Devil Joe. Please let me finish. Yes! It's too funny. Ouch. Alright. Jeez, dude. Now these guys are gonna roar for like 10 minutes. Bruh! How much damage you gotta do to cut this damn tail? It's gotta be like 1,000,000 damage, right? Alright, you got me with the Trevor. Kind of wish I'd ran the other way. I mean, the distances are pretty close to the same. This fight has lasted almost a half hour. I feel like I'm the only one doing damage, and it's defense build damage. It's not even the best damage, but I'm like the only one. Jesus. Now these teammates are so bad. They're like half the time they're not even helping. They're just like around somewhere, you know, like, here we are. Actually, I should have softened him. Take this off. I'm gonna try and throw him into this wall. Ouch. Dude, it is way too difficult to grab onto that damn monster. Alright, I'm gonna be KO'd. Oh, apparently not. Apparently I'm still not KO'd. Finally, dude. And I sent him perfectly barreling down the center of this. Amazing. Whoa. He's traveling so far to try and hit me. It's kind of crazy. Oh, I'm KO'd now, aren't I? No, I'm still not KO'd. Oh, there's the tail. Finally, dude. Oh, my lord. It's like the end of an era. Nah, I'm KO'd. Did you know that Capcom actually disabled the Arena Quest ranking on PC because too many people were cheating? Yeah, that makes sense. You know, if they're cheaters, they probably shouldn't get to have their names shown. It's kind of like an honor that doesn't make any sense to have. It's a pretty large game, pretty well populated game, and having your name like in the arena being in first place because you cheated, it just doesn't make any sense. It's interesting though too because it makes me think Capcom's actually very aware of cheating and they are not for it. Nobody should be. I mean, if you have a respectable game, a serious respectful game, cheating is actually bad for you. It's bad for you because it makes people not want to participate in the game in a serious level. Because they're like, well, everyone's just cheating. You know what I mean? You get more reasonable players as a PC player. After playing World 450 hours, I went to play Gen U, but I found myself spoiled and had a hard time. What? Dude, it is so hard to flint shot him because he moves so damn much. My cats are going crazy. I knew that frog would hit me. God damn, dude, it's so annoying. Alright, we have our Rocksteady. He can't stop us now. Watch Sylvana die. God damn, Sylvana. What are you doing, man? Do no damage and die. That is my teammates right now. I wanted to flint shot him into the wall. I was worried it would be a waste. You could see him just standing out there, like, rotating in a circle. Like, what the frick, man? This poor chill dude, he doesn't want to have to deal with this. Now he does. Scooba-dooba-doo, ba-dooba-doo. Grab this stone. Now we're gonna get stoned. Oh, got him. Oh, come on, man. We're so close. Nice. Place this on real fast. Be nice if Brachydios came down here. I'd throw Brachydios into him. Try and soften his face real fast for everyone. My god, my temporal's already almost broken. This fight's so ridiculous. How much health does he have? Watch us lose in the end. That would be so sad. Alright, temporal's broken. Oh no. You're not going anywhere. Saving the day. Woo! He's not going anywhere. Dude, I felt like my teammates weren't even there half the time. Like, were they even playing? It just felt like empty. Like it was just me in the arena. And I'm fighting a scaled up Bazagus. Wellick says, think of the guiding lands as going shopping. 30 minutes, does someone throwing rocks instead of using weapons? I know, right? My teammates were essentially there to kite Bazagus away from me and take my Palico from me. That's about all they did. And scale them up to 3-player difficulty. The fight was so bad, man. Well, I think we did a good thing, though, because the host was like high rank 26 or something like that, something really low. So we almost definitely helped him through the story at that point. I think he would have spent the entire 45 minutes on that fight and maybe lost it. Luminous said, I've had hundreds of hours of regular fun in Borderlands 2 using cheats to make things behave differently. So I'm not against modding a game, but we're talking about a very specific topic. We're talking about public leaderboards. You can't have public leaderboards where people cheat. It's as simple as that. No normal sportsman person who loves the video game and they're fond of it, they want the game to become more socially recognized, wants cheaters to come in and use their cheats to get onto the leaderboards. If you believe that, it's because you're being silly. That's, and for everything else, private stuff, nobody cares. I mean, the game owner might care, but the vast majority of people don't care that much about cheats. Public leaderboards that's a line you're not allowed to cross. It doesn't make any sense to. So, and there's all kinds of debate on what counts as a cheat. Like you'd be like, oh, well, if I have this program help me play the game better, is that cheating? Yes. Some people will say yes, some will say no. TGC versus the world. Ted says cheating is more along the lines of coding and decorations that people take time to do. Cheating for a lot of money. The terms can be a bit confusing. Both can be done for good and bad. The only story quests I filled were Ishvalda and Blackveil Val. I actually got Val done the very first try on my very first run on the PlayStation using Draken Armor and the Kolv Taroth Sleep Hammer. And because the Ancient Forest has so many ledge hop opportunities, I was just ledge hopping him the whole way, I remember. Cheating turned Diablos 3 into a joke. Alright guys, so this is going to be the end of the live stream. I guess my question for you guys is, do you want to see me do another card live stream? Obviously Mary does. What is it? Is Sunday morning? I'm trying to decide if I want to do it. Yeah, let's do it. You know why? Because we had a bunch of, there were a bunch of orders that I didn't fulfill last night because we ran out of time. So I'm going to pop over there. I'll leave a link to the other live stream in the chat room. Let me go set it up. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So, I'm setting up another live stream on my other card channel, or on my other YouTube channel, where we open up cards. We finished this live stream. It was the usual 2 hours long, and I'll come back to make even more defense builds in another live stream in the near future. Okay? So let me go ahead and get the other link. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo, doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. My wife left me, but she came back. Somebody has to earn money. All right, I have the link. Let me go ahead and share the link in the description here. Yeah, the card live stream has become surprisingly popular. Close that up, and let me go ahead and advertise it in the Discord. Oh. Early morning stream, that's pretty uncommon for me. Okay, and now I'm wrapping up this stream. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.